Avengers 4 Theory, Thanos will fear stones and gauntlets permanently burned onto him. Avengers 4 will see Thanos fear the Infinity Stones and the Infinity Gauntlet will be permanently burned onto him, according to a new theory. Marvel's Avengers Infinity War didn't exactly have a happy ending, but is there more to it than meets the eye? Thanos disappeared from Wakanda with a broken, burnt Infinity Gauntlet, and in the final scene he's seen still wearing it and limping along. In fact, director Joe Russo have revealed Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet were permanently damaged by the snap. And now a popular new fan theory claims the Mad Titan will fear the stones, as the gauntlet cannot be removed from his hand now. Reddit user TheLazerShell wrote, "This all stems from this theory, that the Soul Stone has a setback. It connects the user to the emotions of the person it's being used on. So when Thanos used it in the snap, it connected him to every being in the universe. In that last moment he felt all the sadness, pain, and suffering in the entire universe. So because of this, in Avengers 4, he's actually going to be a lot more hesitant towards using the stones. He's not gonna want to use them, he's achieved his goal, what could he possibly use them for except for farming, and it's not like somebody could find him if he's gone to a totally random planet. But, he didn't realize that there's a price to be paid for this. The gauntlet was cursed, whoever uses the snap has the permanent scarring on his arm, but also the gauntlet is permanently etched onto their skin. That's why the snap had to happen in order for the Avengers to actually win in the end. Remember those 14 million futures Strange saw? I think all of them were pre-snap futures. The futures where they could have sliced off his hand, head, or toe but still lost in the end, possibly even more devastating. So Strange made the conscious choice to sacrifice half the universe now, in order to win later. They continued, but why do this? Thanos is gonna have the stones collected now, he's gonna be unstoppable? For the exact reasons I said above. Yes, he's gonna have the stones at arm's length, but they make him vulnerable. They scarred him, both physically, mentally and emotionally. Even though he has them at his disposal, he's ultimately gonna be weaker because of that. Remember the concept art of Thanos in Avengers 4? He has the gauntlet on his hand but he also has the armor and a giant butter knife. Why need all of this if you have the stones? Because he's not gonna try to use them as much as possible, he's gonna keep them only for worst case scenarios. Now let's go back to the curse. What put the curse there? I see 4 options, the first 3 of which I do not like. Strange cursed the time stone to do this, Eitri put some Asgardian magic on it, or that's just the natural consequence of using the gauntlet. Here's the 4th option which I like. Remember the first stone Thanos ever had? Back in Avengers 1 he willingly gave the Mind Stone to Loki. Now, remember that the Mind Stone is a fully conscious, thinking thing. They added, in Avengers 1 it makes the Avengers turn against one another and fight. 3 pieces of evidence. The shot zooms in on the Mind Stone, which produces a buzzing noise and the whole shot turns upside down for a moment. This was also pointed to in the original script. And the characters all act out of character in this scene. Steve is more aggressive towards everything Stark does, Banner is unaware of picking up the scepter, Thor insults humans and Tony is sweating and holding his head. In Avengers Age of Ultron Tony compares the Mind Stone to Jarvis, to which Banner says it's thinking. It's like neurons firing. So, I think the Mind Stone is actually what cursed the gauntlet. It spent 6 years with the Avengers, learning, collecting information, thinking. It went back to Thanos, which it did not like, and after the snap, it saw that Thanos fears them after use, so it's using his own fear against him. Avengers 4 is released in UK cinemas on April 26, 2019.